What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka New York Prepper. I want to show you guys an awesome new tinder source that I found the other day. I was going through Lowe's. I was just buying some lumber for one of my shooting tests that you guys have seen me do. Recently, the last few months, I've been doing a lot of shooting tests with 2x10 boards with different rifles and pistols. So I was at Lowe's and I walked through the wood stove section, and I was looking at the fire starters because I wanted to get some extra fat wood because they always have good prices on fat wood at Lowe's. So I got a bag of fat wood while I was there, but I also found this new fire starter. All right, this thing is awesome. All right, this is the Lightning Nugget fire starter, and it's actually made in the USA. All right, it's non-toxic, 100% natural. Okay, this thing is absolutely awesome for your bug out bag, your get home bag, your hiking pack, your hunting pack, your survival kit, your go bag. This is awesome also for camping, and you know, if you have a wood stove, this is great as well. All right, this thing is absolutely awesome, and it comes with 35 of these fire starters, okay, in this box, and I think I paid like $8 for this. All right, they look like this. All right, they're just like it almost smells like fat wood dust, to be honest with you guys. It's just this little, you know, like half circle shape. You know, it looks like someone took a golf ball and just cut the golf ball in half. That's about the size of this. All right, it's about half. It's like if you took a larger golf ball and cut it in half, you know, that's about how big it is. Okay, and again, that's the Lightning Nugget fire starters, non-toxic, environmentally safe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test burn for you guys and show you how well this thing burns. All right, this one block here, this little circular block, I burned it for about 20 minutes. Okay, and it puts out a lot of heat. You could actually probably boil at least a liter of water with this one block. Okay, it had like a really big flame. You know, and if you just had like a little something to put your canteen on, like a canteen stove or something like that, you could put this underneath and it'll definitely boil a cup of water, or at least a liter of water. It had some big flame, which I'll show you guys in a second. And it smells like fat wood dust. That's probably what it is, fat wood shavings here. All right, you can see it's like packed together, okay? And it's like this, you know, just compressed mass of, it smells like fat wood, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to light this now, and what's nice about this too is that you could either burn this whole block here. If you have like a lighter, you could just hit the lighter against this and light this with the lighter, or you can scrape off pieces from this and use it for tinder, for, you know, a fire steel, which is what I'm going to do right now. So here I have my trusty fire steel on my knife my knife sheath here. This is a custom knife sheath that I had made from a guy on Etsy. This is a Benchmade 119 Arvensis knife. All right, beautiful knife. This is my survival knife, and I like to keep my fire steel on the outside so I can always grab it. I don't have to dig into my pack to find it. So I have a little pouch here on my knife sheath that I could easily grab the fire steel with. Okay, so all right, guys, so you can use this either as a fuel. You can light this whole thing, and you could use this to start a fire. I'm pretty sure this is going to be waterproof. If you get this thing wet, all you got to do is just wipe it off with you know, some of your shirt or undergarment. Just dry it off. But this is going to be waterproof. And, you know, you could keep a couple of these in a Ziploc bag, which is actually what I have in my fire kit now. I have like 3 or 4 of these. They're very lightweight. They don't weigh anything at all. I keep like 3 or 4 of these in a Ziploc bag, and I throw them in my bug out bag now. And I'm going to put them in my my hunting pack and my hiking pack as well. All right, they don't weigh anything at all. Very, very light. You could use this for fuel, or you could use it for tinder. It'll take a spark very well if you scrape off pieces from it, which is what I'm going to do now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my striker here for my ferro rod, okay? You take my trusty striker, and I'm just going to scrape the corner off here, okay? And I'm going to get a nice pile of shavings here that I can light. All right, so let me do this real quick. You guys can see. And then once I get that going, once I scrape the shavings off here, I'm going to light these shavings, and then I'm going to use that to light this block, okay? So let me just do that real quick. Doesn't really take much effort at all. It's not hard to scrape off. Very little effort required. I'm not really using any force at all. Okay, I'm just scraping the corners off around the edge of the block. All right, that sharp edge, I'm just scraping that off with my striker. Okay, got a nice little pile here now. Okay, all right, so you see I scraped the corner off. All right, and now I'm going to light this little pile here. And then this little pile will actually burn for like 2 minutes. Okay, so if you're just trying to light a fire and you already have a tinder source, you don't actually have to light this cube, you know, or this block, this whatever you would call this. You don't actually have to use this. Okay, if you have dry kindling and other types of dry tinder that you can use, you don't actually have to use this. But if you have limited tinder and limited kindling, or if your kindling and your tinder is kind of wet, this is going to help a lot to dry that kindling and that tinder out. All right, so, but you know, you can get a lot of tinder just out of this one cube. You can continuously scrape off of this, and you know, to get a little pile like this, you could probably get like 50 piles, and each one of these piles is going to burn about 1 to 2 minutes, and I'll show you guys that right now. All right, so I'm going to strike this now with my striker. All right, there we go. All right, so it's burning now. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right. All right, so what we're gonna do is now we're gonna light this, and I'm gonna let the camera run, and we're just gonna watch this burn out together. All right, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed it up. When I edit the video, I'm gonna speed it up, you know, so this way you don't have to sit and watch this thing burn for 20 minutes. All right, so, but I'm gonna speed it up, and we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna light this cube now. All right, let's see what happens here. I call it a cube, but I mean, it's really not a cube. This thing burns really hot. You gotta be careful you don't burn yourself with this. And sorry if I'm not out in the woods. I know a lot of you guys would complain that, oh yeah, you know, he's burning this in his house. What kind of survivalist is he? Well, again, you know, I have limited time like everybody else, and you know, I have a job and I have things to do. I can't just go out into the woods anytime I want. So you know, if I have a few minutes, I'll sneak out and do a quick review. All right, so now the cube is burning, and you can see here that you know, this tinder that I scraped off is still burning as well. All right, it's been about a minute or so, and you know, sometimes with fuel like this, it'll look like it's burning out, but all you have to do is just kind of move it around a little bit to expose some of the fresh fuel and let it burn, you know. So you have to tend to your fuel, but you can see how hot this thing is burning. I mean, this thing is, you know, we actually have some wind here right now. That's funny timing. Hopefully it looks like it blew out my fire here. Got to restart it now. No problem. It's a good real world test. Good real world test there. All right. All right, we'll just get this thing going again. All right, it's already back on fire. Look at how quickly I relit that, okay? Look at how that's burning beautifully now. Absolutely beautiful burn on this this fuel here. All right, hopefully it doesn't burn out again. So I'm gonna let this sit here and burn, and I'm going to speed up the video so you guys can see how well it burns. All right, so stand by. If you guys can see, the small pile is still burning. Actually, it's been about a minute or two. All right, it's still burning quite nicely here. All right, guys, so the pile of shavings just burned out. It was burning for about 2 minutes. That's really good. And look at how much heat this thing is putting off. I mean, this is a huge, huge flame. Extremely warm. Look at that fire, guys. I mean, you could boil water on this thing easily. It looks like it burned out after about 15 minutes. I'm going to try to blow on it and see if I can't light it again. All right, guys, it looks like it burned out, all right? But 15 minutes or so, that's really, really good. So I highly recommend you guys check this out. Lightning Nuggets Fire Starters, environmentally safe. Again, I got this for like $7 or $8 at Lowe's home improvement store. All right, so I'm going to stock up and buy a few more boxes of these before you guys start to order a whole bunch and cause a shortage. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 Ps. Prepare, practice, and persevere.